Good morning, and it's Breakfast with Rick. And I've got a great story to tell you today that I think you'll enjoy. It's a cute story, nothing dirty, well, a little sex in there, but if you've read my book or hoping to read my book or planning on reading my book, which is called Drugs and Roses from Amazon, you will know about the story about the tortoise eggs and how I lived on tortoise eggs for a while. So this story I'm going to tell you right now has a lot to do with that. If you read that story and read my book, you will understand what Raoul is all about. If you haven't, well then obviously go get the book and read the book, laugh, and then you'll understand this story, and there's a lot more going on. But Raoul, one day, after all was said and done in Mexico, which again, you guys know because you read the book, well, the next thing you know is, must have been 10 years later, maybe 12 years later. This is what life is all about, folks. It could have been 12 years later. I'm in my jewelry store, one of my high-end jewelry stores that I had in New Haven. And I'm in my three-piece suit, and I'm waiting on clients, and the store's busy, I'm doing well. And the next thing you know, all of a sudden, a guy comes in and yells, Ricardo, Ricardo, in his broken English and Spanish accent, Mexican accent, and it's Raoul. Now, if you understood what happened with Raoul, you'd understand right now my mouth dropped open. Okay, just totally dropped open. All right, it is what it is. So we hug, and he's like, ask me what I've been doing, and I hadn't seen him in a long time, probably 10 or 12 years. Well, the next thing you know is we start talking, and I said, what are you doing here in New Haven, Connecticut? And are you ready for this answer? Here it goes. He's the animal and mostly elephant trainer for Ringling Brothers, Barnham and Bailey Circus. Now, most of you people are still know about Barnum and Bailey Circus. I think they went out of business, but Barnum and Bailey was going all over the country with their circus, and they put on a huge performance. I mean, huge. And they filled up stadiums and coliseums all over the country. And I wouldn't be surprised all over the world. What he used to do is basically help the trainers, and he was a trainer himself. So we were laughing about it, and we, of course, discussed what we had done in the past 10, 12 years since we hadn't seen each other. Excuse me one second while I have my coffee. I needed that. And a bite of my yogurt, which is filled with fresh strawberries and blueberries. Oh, marvelous. So, next thing you know, and we're talking and going on and on and on. And he said, what are you doing tonight? He said, I've got passes for you for the circus. I said, oh, great. So he told me the time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Told me where to meet him. Great. So I did. I went to the circus. I met him there. And I walked in, and he said, no, you're not sitting in the back with the patrons. You're going backstage with me where the animals and the performers are. Now, you got to admit, guys, that's exciting. I mean, that's really exciting. Think about this. Think about you. If all of a sudden, you're in your, early 30s, and you're having the time of your life, and all of a sudden you're behind the scenes at Barnum and Bailey Circus. Wow. So I go back there, and there's the lions in the cages, of course, and the tigers, monkeys, the elephants, the horses, and everybody knows him because he's one of the trainers. So he's introducing me to everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Everybody that's there, he was telling everybody about our story in Mexico, which is a story and a half. I hope you've all read that, because that's a story. So I'm back there, and he's helping me, guiding me around, actually, behind there. Well, I'm having a time of my life, just a time of my life, and it's just exciting. I mean, it's truthfully exciting. The next thing you know is he says, the performance was over at, I think it was 9 o'clock. He said, then they all go to the Barnham Bailey train. And there's this train that goes all over the country. So he said, stay here with me and go on the train with me. I said, is that legal? He goes, oh, they know me. He said, you'll be able to get on the train. I said, okay, fine. Well, by 10 o'clock, we're on the train. And I'm with the clowns. I'm with the muscle guys. I'm with the trainers. Oh my God, I'm with all the professional dancers, the master of ceremonies. I'm meeting them all. We're in the dining car and I'm eating with them. I mean, you just can't make this up. I was having the time of my life. And the next thing you know is there's a beautiful, beautiful girl. And she told me she was the elephant dancer. And I said, what's an elephant dancer? She actually said to me, she said, tomorrow you'll see. I want you to come here tomorrow. You'll watch me. I dance on top of the elephant. I ride the elephant, then I get up and dance on it. And the elephant loves me. And I love the elephant. It's my friend. And I said, really? Well, the next thing you know is she and I had some drinks along with Raul. And before you know it, all of a sudden, she's kissing me. I'm kissing her. And what do you think happens? Yes, of course. So what happened is she said, where do you live? And I said, I live up on top of a mountain. And she goes, oh, I love mountains. I miss the mountains since I've been on the train. Can we go back to your place? Sure. We went back to my place. The next thing you know is the next day, we went back to the circus. And I literally watched her get on the elephant, on the back of the elephant, was hanging on to its ears and, cuddling the elephant. The elephant loved her. You could see it. The next thing you know is she got up on the elephant by the neck and the back and was dancing on the elephant. Unbelievable. Just totally unbelievable. And yeah, I saw the whole thing happen. I watched it. And the next thing you know is they said, come with us. You'd be great. They'll hire you if you want. And I said, I can't. I've got a business here. Screw the business. You'll have more fun in the circus. We are all having so much fun here. It's every day is a party. Well, you don't think that was going through my head? I said, you know something? I've done a lot of things in my life, but I never just quit my business and gone in the circus. And what would I do? Who knows? I mean, I probably would become a clown because that's, what people know me as, Rick the Clown. Well, make a long story short, no, I did not go. I did not go. And I'm here to tell you right now that, did I miss my chance? Who knows? I mean, I had so much fun with her and so much fun with Raul and just saying that I did it and been there and had more fun than you could ever imagine. So it's just another story. This is a story that is not going to make the book. And the reason is because this is a story I could just tell you at a bar or here we are on the bow of my boat. I'll just tell you that now. It's not something that people want to sit there and read about because nothing's really exciting that happened. I mean, yeah, it's probably a lot of people's dream to be in the circus or to be around the circus people. Well, it was. I mean, today with all this whatever's going on today, now there's not even a circus anymore. Man, you guys are living the worst times in the world. And I lived the best time in the world. And you all know it too. But it is what it is. Anyway, have a fantastic day and great talking to you. Get my book, Drugs and Roses, on Amazon. You will love it. You will laugh. And then there's a couple of tearjerkers in there too, believe it or not. But get it. And I've got a lot more things happening. By the way, well, I can't tell you. But I will tell you very, very soon. And when I tell you this, woof, you're going to be in shock. Ciao.